Hi everyone, this is another video about the CSS Pure Mathematics Exam from 2023. This is going to be our last video about the section A, and this is question 3, item B. So it says, define a linear transformation T from R3 into R3 this way. It takes a vector whose coordinates are x1, x2, x3, and it sends it into a vector whose first coordinate is minus x3, the second one is x1, and the third one is x1 plus x3. First, it asks us to find the null space of T, and then it asks us if T is 1 to 1. So let's see. First, here we recall the definition of the null space of a linear transformation in general. It's the set of all vectors in the domain which are sent to the zero vector of the codomain under the linear transformation. So in our case, our domain is R3 and our codomain is also R3. So the null space of this linear transformation is the set of all vectors in R3 such that T of V equals 0, where 0 is the zero vector in R3. So this is the same as, we can write the set this way, so it's the set of all vectors x1, x2, x3 in R3, such that when I apply T in this vector, I get 0, 0, 0. But now we are going to apply here to this the definition of T. So this null space is a set of all vectors in R3 such that we have this equality here. So this vector, which is we just apply the definition of T, equals 0, 0, 0. But now we have, as we can see, we have a linear system to solve. It's a pretty easy one, because since minus x3 must be 0, obviously x3 must be 0. From the second equation, we have x1 must be 0, and since x3 and x1 are already 0, x1 plus x3 is automatically 0. So we get this, the solution of this linear system leads us to the fact that the null space is in fact the set of all vectors in R3 whose first coordinate is 0 and the third coordinate is also 0, which you can write this way. So it's simply the set of all vectors of the form 0, x2, 0, where x2 can be any real number. And we can improve a bit and write it as the span of the vector 0, 1, 0. So this tells us in particular that the null space has dimension 1, because it's the span of a set which only contains one non-zero vector. So we found the null space as we were required, and now let's answer the question, is T 1 to 1? Well, no, because we know there's a theorem that says that a linear transformation is 1 to 1 if and only if its null space contains only the zero vector. So since here the null space is a set which, for example, contains the vector 0, 1, 0, it's not the set which only contains the zero vector, and therefore T is not 1 to 1. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments if you liked it. Tell me in what way I can improve. And please subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye.